Nobody is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not your boss, not motivation. And if that sentence makes you uncomfortable, good. Because here's the real problem. You're still waiting. Waiting for the right opportunity. Waiting to feel confident. Waiting for someone to notice your potential. Waiting for life to become fair. But time doesn't wait. Every week you delay, someone else is building the life you say you want. And here's something most people don't realize. Waiting is a decision. Psychologists call it an external locus of control. When you believe your outcomes are determined by outside forces, research consistently shows that people with an internal locus of control, those who believe their actions shape their results, perform better, recover faster from failure, and experience less anxiety. The difference isn't talent, it's ownership. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But most people do the opposite. They obsess over the economy. They blame their upbringing. They blame their lack of connections. And here's the dangerous part. The more you blame, the weaker you feel. Because blame removes responsibility, and responsibility is where power lives. Let me ask you something. How long have you been telling yourself, "I'll start when things calm down. I'll start when I feel ready. I'll start when I have more support"? And here's the truth. You will never feel ready. Action creates readiness. Behavioral psychology proves this. Motivation doesn't come first, action does. When you act, your brain releases dopamine tied to progress. That creates momentum. That builds confidence. Confidence is not a prerequisite, it is a reward. And here's the shift that changes everything. The moment you accept that nobody is coming, you stop looking for rescue and you start building strength. But let's make this practical, because this isn't about pressure, it's about power. If nobody is coming to save you, here are 4 things you must do. First, take radical ownership, not partial ownership, not conditional ownership, radical ownership. Jocko Willink says it clearly. Discipline equals freedom. That means everything in your life is your responsibility, even if it isn't your fault. Your fitness, your finances, your habits, your emotional reactions. The moment you say, "This is on me," you regain control. And here's the real hook. Control feels heavier at first, but helplessness feels heavier forever. Second, do the hard thing first. Most people spend their days avoiding discomfort. They scroll, they plan, they prepare, but they don't execute. Your brain is wired to avoid pain. That's survival biology. But growth requires voluntary discomfort. So every morning ask yourself, what am I avoiding? Then attack that first, before emails, before distractions, before your mind negotiates you out of it. Courage is built through exposure, not intention. Third, stop announcing and start building. Social media has trained people to broadcast goals instead of achieving them. Studies show that publicly announcing goals can reduce follow-through because your brain gets a false sense of accomplishment. So move in silence, build quietly, let results speak. And here's something powerful. When you stop seeking validation, you become independent. Fourth, strengthen your mind daily. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Read that slowly. If your mood controls you, if your impulses control you, if your comfort controls you, you are not free. Mental strength is not genetic, it is trained. Train it by keeping small promises to yourself, sitting with discomfort without escaping it, and finishing what you start. That's how self-respect is built. And here's the final truth. The world does not reward potential, it rewards value. You might be intelligent, you might be talented, you might have what it takes, but potential without action is invisible. Nobody is coming to convert your potential into reality. That's your responsibility. Viktor Frankl wrote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." That's where power lives. Not in waiting, not in wishing, in deciding. So here's the question. If you truly accepted that nobody is coming to save you, would you train harder? Would you waste less time? Would you stop negotiating with excuses? 5 years from now, you won't regret that nobody helped you. You'll regret that you waited. This isn't harsh, it's freeing. Because when nobody is coming, you stop depending, you stop hesitating, you stop blaming, and you become the person who builds anyway. No applause, no rescue, no guarantees, just discipline. And that is more than enough.